Well, Paul, second week running, going down to a late goal. How did you see the game?
I thought it was a good game. Enjoyed it in terms of watching the game. I thought it was two decent sides out there giving it a real good go. The last 20 minutes became very open, very tired because the pitch was extremely heavy. But in a perverse way, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a real good game of football. I think Bromley looked to attack all the time, and obviously I thought we repelled that for the most part. And then we've got done in the last minute again, and it's I think you can go through a lot of games this season. How Bishop Stortford, Hemel Hempstead, keep going, really, keep going. And it's a bad habit to get into, conceding the late goals. And I just said to the players in there, if you look at, if there was a table for points lost, having been 1-0 up, we'd be top of it. And it's it's disappointing, but I can't fault the lads' effort. I can't fault their work rate, but we've lost again, and that's the hurtful thing at the minute.
Pleased to be able to welcome back Ricky Wellard and Glenn Sale, the man, Kevin Amankwa today, all into the side.
Yeah, it was a gamble, but we felt that they trained Thursday. They hadn't trained Tuesday, Thursday. We trained Thursday, and all three of them were probably 70-80% fit. But I wanted to go with an experienced team today. That's why we went with the two banks of four and to be really solid. And I said in the main it worked, but the biggest disappointment for me was their first goal. I felt after. Billy should have scored to put us one up. Jamie then gets a great finish, pleased for him. And then we've conceded again, probably 8 minutes after we scored from a poor decision from our keeper, and then a poor decision from Gomez to foul the lad where he fouled him, because we said all week about not giving them a chance to put any balls in the box, and then a poor decision from us to switch off from a quick free kick. And again, we knew that Dubois gets up at the far post. We know that he comes in and heads it well.
We know that he often scores against us.
And he often scores against me, as does Ademola, so that didn't happen today. But yeah, that's a disappointment, because you work hard for goals. That's the other point we made in there. And we feel we're giving that equaliser away too early, too easily.
But must be well pleased with Jamie White, though, coming in, making his debut, and that looked a real striker's finish.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he is a goal scorer, and he'll sort of get better and better as he gets fitter. But if you look at the side again today, and I know it's been a recurring theme this year, but you had 6 players, including Cooper, who were nowhere near having had a pre-season. I mean, Jamie had a double hernia, so he didn't have a pre-season, nor did Kevin. But as I said, our hope has got to be that we're going to get stronger as the season goes on. And traditionally we are, but this year we've got to be, if we're going to be anything other than mid-table this year.
And Alan, unlucky with their second goal, with a couple of good couple of saves, just can keep out the third one. Brilliant saves in the first place. But in fairness, that goal, in that little 10-minute spell, they'd thrown a lot of players forward. They were gambling on the win like we do at home, and they'd hit the bar. But it summed it up for me when we hit the bar in the last minute. Great strike from Wishart, and it's smashed the bar and come out, and that's where we're at the minute. Yeah. But today's again not a day for recriminations against the players. It's a day to look forward and go, again, decent signs we've seen there. But we need to get some wins, whether it's playing particularly badly or playing particularly well. I don't care. But yeah, I thought White was a big plus for us today, and I thought Billy Midlock and him up top was a real handful. But we do need to get results. Yeah. And Ricky and Glenn coming off before the end, you said they hadn't trained on Thursday, but it's just a question of getting tired. No Ricky.
Yeah, no. Ricky basically, I said to him, when you get tired, hold your hand up and tell us, and that was about the 70th minute. And Glenn the same. Glenn's been out. He played with his stitches in today, and he's played with a swollen foot, and he gave us everything. But again, he struggled for the last 10. I did want to. The game plan was to get to 70 minutes in the game and be right in the game, which we were, and then to get the pace of Shaquille and Wishart in, and it was supposed to be us who was going to get the winning goal. But best laid plans and all that. But as I said, it's tough football sometimes, and we're going through a tough period at the minute. We haven't had that many, but I do remember. I think after Staines we were 17th when I made the big change around last year. There's not a big change around needed this year. We just need players to get fit and stay fit, and we will. I still say that we'll have a good second half of the season, but it's going to get to the point soon where we might be leaving ourselves a bit too much to do. But you never know in football, and that's the beauty of it. We're all disappointed tonight. We're all going to go home, driving 2 hours back to Winchester, disappointed, and that's the overriding feeling at the moment. Is sort of a real disappointment.
And next week back in cup football, looking possibly for that to give us a lift, but a long trip.
Yeah, it's a long trip, and I think Hereford, I don't know how they got them today, but I believe they've won 5 wins on the bounce, and we haven't. So I wouldn't necessarily say we're going up there as big favourites at all. But what I do know is, I said to the players that the FA Cup, we only got one round in this year, and the trophy we are trying to target to earn some money from it, but also there is that chance.
Yeah.
Gosport proved that last year. Never going to win the FA Cup, but you can win the FA Trophy, and we're taking it very seriously this year. But at the moment, as I said, we just need a win, and how that comes, I don't really care.
Okay.